Welcome to another episode of Jay's Finest. In today's videos, we have two mods in one video. Why? Because they're super easy to do, and why not just put them both together? Because it only makes sense. Now, these two mods are gonna be for the front of the car, and I think they're just gonna add a lot more flavor to the Mustang. So let me show you what we got, and we're gonna see how they install, which I believe should be easy. But we never know. There's those famous last words. So let's get to it. I remember for this install you do need a deep socket just to go ahead and fit that long screws in there to take out the nut. And as well you do need a flathead screwdriver and obviously a plastic trim remover. And let me tell you the sizes for the extended sockets, which this is a 7mm, this is an 8mm, 9mm, and a classic 10mm. And as well, I highly recommend using this, which is a Loctite, because make sure these screws do not back off or anything. And here they are. Yes, my friends, we have two mounts right here that are going on the Stang, and one's gonna be on the hood and one's gonna be on the grill. Alright, and right here what we have is the hood vents. Now, these are not OEM hood vents. These are called the MP Concepts. Now, you can find this in American Muscle, but let's go ahead and compare this to the OEM. So right here, we have the hood vents right here on the Stang's hood. And we were actually looking for a gloss black OEM type of hood vents, like this whole thing right here being gloss black, something like this. But we found some things like that, but we just weren't sure. We're still looking around to maybe we get a custom aftermarket one, something that looks different. But then we found these and pretty much look OEM. They're just a lot larger and bigger, and like they're just better in length, I think. But overall, I think they look cool, and these are actually functional. If you're just curious, they actually do like these have little holes that actually allow hot air to escape. But besides that, we're gonna show you how to install this. And for the second mod we're gonna put, as you saw next to the hood vent, is this Coyote emblem. If you know, the Coyote is for the 5.0, it's a Coyote engine. So instead of just having the grill absolutely empty, well, actually let me just get closer, the Cervini grills being a little bit empty, have no badge or anything, we decided to maybe just add a little flavor to it and just put it right here. This is the idea. We might put it here. I think it's the best look for it. So we're gonna go ahead and secure that back there with the grill, and I think this is just gonna add a little bit flavor to the Mustang. So the first mod we're gonna do is put the emblem right here on the grill. So the first thing you have to do, obviously like we did with the removing of the bumper, you have to remove this plastic shroud that's on top here, which has only plastic clips. So that's pretty should be pretty easy, and a lot of stabbing of the finger because they're really difficult to take off at some aspect. But the first thing, before we do all of that, we do have to remove this hood prop, because since we already have the hood struts there, there's no point of having this prop there. I mean, it's adding weight, which is not really. But anyways, we're gonna head and remove it because it's being there for no reason. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. Alright, so the hood prop is gone. Now to remove the plastic shroud. Alright, so as you can see, now the plastic trim is gone, and now we have this exposed right here for us to go ahead and put the emblem and screw it on the grill right here. But the good thing about us upgrading to the Cervini grill is that you do require to take out the little vents that they have behind this grill. So if you have those vents, which I'm going to show you right now. So those vents that we get rid of from OEM, that's for obviously for fuel economy, the whole 9 yards. Once you get rid of that, now you have more room to go ahead and work with right here. So there's nothing to really cover it. So this is awesome, so easy for us to accomplish. Now if you have the OEM one and you want to put that, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. But besides that, let's go ahead and install the Coyote emblem. Alright, so for the emblem, this is what we have so far, and this is how it's going to look. Now we're going to show you how to do it on the other hole there. We're going to show how I did it. But the only thing that did not come with the kit is this washer here. We just feel it will be a better secure with a washer there. And as well, we did put Loctite there. So if you want, just put on the threads here just to put a little dab on it. Then you start screwing it in, and then that will to make sure that this does not back up or anything like that ever. So just to make sure it doesn't come off. So I'm gonna show you the process how we do that on the other side right here, so you guys can have an idea how it works. Alright, so this is the final outcome right here. You can see how they look right there with the washers and the nut right there. And it's ready to go on the car, so it's going to go inside the grill. Once that goes inside the grill, we're going to get this little backing plate right here. We're going to put it there where the grill is going to be right between here. And then once we do that, we're going to get more washers and another little small nut they have here. You can barely see it because there we go. This nut on top of here. And then we're going to put also a little bit of the Loctite as well. And then so therefore it just stays there forever and doesn't back off or anything. So that's a game plan we'll show you and we'll let you know how the outcome is. You can see it, it's right there. I know the emblem looks kind of crooked now, but once you tighten it and you just kind of help it just to move a little bit, as like this, you can see it's kind of loose right now, so well, you can't really see it. There we go. You can see it still has a little play. So once we make it straight, it's not gonna be the most straightest thing in the world, but it's the best what we can do for this is a honeycomb grill, which is not all square. And the sizing of this, where the screws go in there, and they don't like match up with like the top to the bottom here. They kind of match up from side to side. So that's their situation right now, but we're gonna do what we got. Okay, so scratch that of having the washer and the nut together. I think it's better to do it like this, just because it can be more flush to the grill. So I think we're gonna try that better because it was just dangling there and we just didn't look too secure. Well, it was secure, but it's gonna be moving around too much. So we're gonna try like this, just push it into the grill and see how it comes out. Alright, so you can see right here, we have the emblem on. It's really secure. So it's better to have no screws or nuts once you put it in there, because then this is really flush on the actual grill. Sorry for the lighting there. It's actually really hard on the grill. It's not going to be dangling around a little bit. And of course, so just to make sure it's secure, we put a little bit of Loctite like you saw there. And as well, we put 2 nuts there just to make sure that it doesn't back off or anything like that. Alright, so next step is we're going to go ahead and put the plastic shroud back on with the plastic clips. And then to go ahead and remove all of that, another plastic little trim here they have underneath the hood with the little clips. We're going to go ahead and show that, because that's where you're going to go ahead and remove the actual little hood vents that are going to expose the screws. So pretty much when you take this out, the screws are there, take them out, and you put the other one on top. That's how it is. Really super easy. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright guys, so we already have the little trim that goes underneath the hood. We took it out. There's at least like 55 little clips, to be honest, and those are the ones that are a little bit more pain to take out, to be honest, because there's no clip to take out. You just gotta force it out. Whatever. So this is what we're gonna have to remove. So good thing this is actually a little plate that you see where the air comes in. I mean, actually it comes out. That's where the hot air goes in and it escapes it out the hood. So there's a little trim just in case if it rains, it doesn't really wet the entire engine bay. So that's pretty cool from Ford. So we're gonna have to remove these guys right here, which go ahead and allows us to remove this plastic cover, I guess, for here for the water. And then on top of the hood, we're gonna go ahead and remove it, then replace it with the new ones. The moment of truth, would it come out with one swipe? Alright, so you can see right here, the hood's very dirty from that. So we're going to go ahead and clean it a little bit with alcohol and stuff like that, just to get rid of it. All this dirt and grime that we usually can't really touch. And then we'll go ahead and install the new one. Alright, so we just have it here just mocked up, to be honest. There's nothing screwed into it right now. But you can see through it right now. You can see a lot of the difference between the OEM and the aftermarket one. It's a lot bigger and it's gloss black. That's what exactly we've been looking for. and it doesn't look too bad. To continue on the hood vents, we're gonna go ahead and install this guy into these four holes that are open right here. They have threads in them already, so all you gotta do is screw them right in there like so. And we're still gonna put a little, you don't necessarily have to put Loctite because these threads are so like wide, I don't think they're gonna back off, but just in case, we're gonna put a little bit of that. Then screw that in there, and we're gonna have four, which here comes with the kit with all of them, with of course the nut as well. We're gonna put them there, and then we're gonna put on the Mustang, and then we're gonna secure it from the bottom. So let's go ahead and show you that real quick. Alright, and just like that, there you go. We have four of them on right there. We're gonna go ahead and test them out to see how they fit onto the hood, and let's get to it. Alright, besides cleaning it right now, we actually finished putting them on. They don't look bad, but unfortunately, when you just tie just a little bit too much, you can see some of the little bends there, unfortunately. You can't see it. I mean, wow, damn. Camera doesn't really show it, but whatever. But from on the outside, you can actually see there's like two little dents there. This one, we just realized not to over tighten at all, but they still already started to go through. So, I don't think it's a bad thing, but it just won't look that pretty. I mean, we're just gonna vibe it out for now because obviously we just finished installing it and we don't want to, you know, spend the money on it. So there's no point of just removing them. If anything, we get something else later on down the line. But for now, I think these are gonna do, and they look pretty good. And as well, since the OEM have this little plastic cover, we took that cover off here in this other one, but this one has a plastic cover, so you pretty much don't see what's underneath, and it has that little hole there. That's where it kind of vents out a little bit of the hot air. And here you can see a lot of the design that they have from Ford on the hood, but it's up to you if it doesn't really matter. You see that. And of course this has that little plate in the bottom, so not a lot of rain water is going to go inside the motor anyways. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not going to damage the motor whatsoever, but nonetheless it's going to help out get a lot more heat out, so it's not that little hole there. There's such a huge vent right here just to help it get the heat out. But just keep in mind, just don't over tighten it like at all, like just snug. Even this one got snug, but whatever. It is what it is. But actually, it doesn't look that bad. It actually looks really good. It looks a lot different than OEM, obviously, because they're just a lot longer. And of course, they're gloss black. It's like what we're looking for, because it has a gloss black package. And we're also painting the grills, the upper and lower gloss black as well. So overall, it came out pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and maybe take out some pictures, see how they look, and then go on from there. And also, we do have to put back the little cover they have right here, so we're gonna go ahead and put that back. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you that, just straightforward. Just put it back there, put the clips back in there, then close the hood, and then we're set. Alright guys, so for my final thought, I thought this install was pretty simple. It's not too difficult. You just gotta be very meticulous and make sure everything's angled right. for example, the right here for the badge right here for the Coyote is actually not that too difficult to install. Obviously, if you have OEM grills, you have something else that aftermarket grill, that might have to be some adjusted according to your grills that you have. But the grills that we have is very thin, so actually putting that, we have plenty of room left for the actual screw, so we're pretty good in that aspect. Now the only thing that not a huge fan of, but it does look good, so these hood vents are not that bad, unfortunately. They do have their little imperfections. They're not too thick of a plastic, so once you start screwing them in, even if you do it very softly, because the first one we overdid it too much, my bad, and then the other side I did it just gently and it already started to warp a little bit, and unfortunately can't do nothing about it. But it does look good on the Mustang, I'm not gonna lie. It does look more aggressive, and pretty sure it helps out get rid of a lot of that heat from the motor. But you know, honestly, right now we're just gonna keep it on. We're just vibe it out. If we don't like it, we can probably get something else or put the OEM back on, which I don't think we're gonna do that. But overall, it does look good. But the only thing is, I do recommend be very super gentle. I mean, once you feel a little tight, they say don't even touch it anymore. Maybe just do it by hand and that's it. Don't even use a wrench or anything. But that's just my final thought. Overall, thank you guys for watching this video. It's a quick install and a little bit of frustration on my part because the thing warped a little bit, but whatever, it happens. For just installing this on the Mustang, I think the little badge just add a little flavor to it, and as well the little hood vents do add also a little flavor up there, a little more aggression. And we always wanted to get a gloss black vent, and we actually have it, and it looks a little bit more better than the OEM. Unfortunately, it just warps a little bit, but whatever. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and wait for more Mustang content coming up, and wait for whatever it is that I'm gonna put in the channel, because you never know what's gonna happen. You can also follow me on Jace_finest, where you can find out all the latest things and when I'm gonna post a video or when I'm gonna post a video. Usually most of the time I won't put anything on Instagram, then you already know I'm not gonna post a video. But nonetheless, thanks for watching and take care.